Kofi Chemist is hip hop, R&B, Afro pop, Afrobeat.
Yes.
Okay. Ope cool scroll Bayama. Yes,
And High
he's
Life.
High Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a versatile artist that is he's an upcoming artist that you should look at. I feel like he has so much talent that we need to put him on the spotlight and to feature him on influence for you to know what he has on board. You have heard about Kofi Kinata, you've heard about a lot of arts coming from Takrady, Papi Kojo, and they all started as people that also try to put their craft out there. Now Kofi right here, I believe, is one of the strongest contestants for people that would bear the torch or bear the flag of Takrady and also eventually bear the flag of Ghana in the world stage. So I'm very happy that we have Kofi in our studio today. Kofi Nketia. You see, I say Kofi Nketia.
I understand.
Kofi Nketia.
That's what you used to
Anyway,
know,
because Kofi, okay, let me just update the viewers on the backstory to why I call you Kofi Nketia. Kofi Nketia, because when we were young, we had an evening classes. If you stayed in Efiekuma, you probably know Mr. Sam. So Kofi was at Mr. Sam and we were very young then. So I knew Kofi as Kofi Nketia. That's always stubborn and worrying Mr. Sam.
No be easy.
And now Kofi Nketia has transformed to Kofi Chemist. That's why I said Kofi Nketia. So by his name is Kofi Chemist on all platforms. Kofi and Chemist. We have Kofi Chemist here. Kofi.
Yes, boss.
Afome.
I'm an adult chairman. Be a boko wala for sure.
Yeah. I'm at one culture.
Charlie, I did.
So how has things been? You've moved from Takrady to Accra. To is it to pursue your business as a music artist or?
Yeah. So I would say to pursue the dream.
Okay.
To pursue the business aspect of music.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's what brought me here to Accra. Because Charlie, you know that Sisiano, as a musician, you have to move, you have to be linking up with people so that people can actually know what you do and whatever that you put it out there, people can actually feed on.
Okay, so that's why you are in Accra.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so how has it been for you since you've arrived in Accra?
Accra is, I'll say there has been many changes comparing it back to Takrady. Yeah, and there has been many changes, and I think there has also been many blessings along the way. Yeah, comparing it back from Takrady. So it's good.
It's good. So talking about changes and comparing it back to Takrady, I think recently Too Much was on one of, I think it was Kasapa radio or something, and he was talking about the fact that when you are in Takrady, it seems like if the moment you start noticing that you're about to shine, you have to move from Takrady to Accra. Because from what he was saying, he felt like Takrady doesn't have the support system to support talent and artists. And if you compare people that moved away from Accra, like Kofi Kinata, Papi Kojo, and people that are already in Takrady, that's already I mean, there's a lot of good artists in Takrady, very good artists. Yeah. But the funny thing is, most of them don't make it out to Takrady.
True.
Like, we all know how Kofi Kinata was an underground artist for like over 10 years in Takrady. We knew him like over 10 years.
Exactly, bro.
Yes. Yeah. Over 10 years before he came into the limelight.
True.
So, my question for you is, looking at what Too Much said, do you find it to be something truthful, or he's probably saying too much?
I actually watched the video. Okay. So, what actually he said, it makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense in the sense that if you blow for Takrady, blow what Takrady out, you can't be like, Charlie, I just feel comfortable.
Okay.
Let me be there as a musician. You have to actually try different waters. So make it a different water. So you have to try different areas.
Okay.
Because it's basically marketing. Music is marketing.
Okay.
Intimate now factor, then can may blow. And moreover, one thing I've come to notice is the terrain that you blow, or you feel comfortable, it doesn't actually make you go to the extent of actually trying places for also people to get to know you as an artist.
Okay.
So I think it makes sense for me, or make sense. Yeah, a blower, water credit, intimate and water credit, just like that. The corner you have to move to other areas. Kumasi, not Accra and Kotin.
Okay.
And I can say, for example, like I've been with Kumasi boys. We blow different parts of Kumasi, some in Accra here, but they also move to other regions to also let people know of what they are doing. Yeah. So I think it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
Okay. So, but you are thinking of from a more of maybe maximizing your reach as an artist.
Exactly.
But not from what he's saying, that he was talking in terms of the hatred and more or less like there's a lot of negativity in the system in Takrady that they don't, even when you're doing something good, there's no level of support.
I don't want to sound controversial. I mean, sound controversial.
Okay.
But with the support thing, I believe that if you are doing the right thing and people actually, excuse me to use this word, fuck with your music, they will actually jump on it. So imagine Kofi Kenata.
Okay.
Let me use him as an example. Back in Takrady, we all knew Kofi Kenata was into rap, Nadia Day. But when he came to Accra, he expanded his reach.
Okay.
And it's not like people don't actually know Kofi Kenata, but because when he came to Accra, no, expanding the reach, the people actually jumped on the vibe. So
it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense actually.
Mm.
So I feel like it just makes sense.
It makes sense. Okay. Talking about the business aspect of singing and the music industry, personally, right now, are you going to say that you are making profits from your creation?
This conversation, I'll say I'm making a little amount, not that big though, because aside music too, I hustle. I have a side hustle that I do. So there is streams, and streams comes with numbers.
Okay.
So you have to have a certain amount of streams for you to start cashing out.
Of course.
Out of music. So but not like something big. But the other side of the business is the features.
Okay.
Now people will call you for feature and they will pay you for the future.
Okay.
Yeah, so that one actually sells.
At least it's sells.
Yeah, the shows too, they'll pay you your kakra. You know, Ghana is very hard. Ghana, let me say the truth, Ghana is very hard. And being a musician in Ghana is another topic.
It's another level of hardness.
Yeah, bro. Being a musician is another level of hardness. People think that musicians, will want to quack. Maybe they have money to spend. But if I'm talking about promoting even your music, bro, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
You have to have some certain amount of budget. And if you are not under any record label, that is where the struggle actually starts.
Because you have to do everything yourself.
Exactly, by yourself. So the feature actually brings the money, the streams small, then the shoes actually also bring the money. Then maybe going for the brand endorsement too.
Definitely. That's what we are hoping. How do you create your music as an artist?
It's off head. So make it off header. Music just comes into my head. Comes in the form of melodies.
Okay.
So when it comes like that now, I just have to sit down, maybe write something, or just do a freestyle. Then I just go to the studio. Then I come say, Junior, Charlie, many some melodies go on team, but there yet in a form they create something beautiful. Then aside that we work together, then we create music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it comes off head.
Okay, yeah. So it's like more like inspiration.
Exactly. And sometimes too, it comes with inspiration. Maybe there might be some event may go through or something like my pass through.
Okay.
So let's say sad music like this, sometimes you might be very sad and they push BB into your mind, like you just bring that thing out of music. So it comes with the mood then everything too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's more or less like something Oh yeah, chinchina, it comes naturally at ease with
Just
you.
have to flow. Yeah. On yadi be or there chinchina tina one ekede oh the money de pede
Etro.
na.
Nti I wanna what brand sana white throw on your man. Do you think that on your one calling na?
Meet my kandam.
The me.
Oh, only one calling. Because music has to flow.
Okay.
Yeah, on there it's no chinchina there electro in Let me use the likes of A-list artists today be a Burna Boy, David Domnadi.
Yeah.
You know, these people are so creative in a way that if they hit Omoko Studio,
Yeah.
they just create melodies.
Okay.
Then out of the melodies now, in a what song. So maybe
What do you mean by melodies?
So melodies, or yeah, they are pre-programmed. You have to say partner, electro, So more like maybe I have a song like let me use my song, Fancy. Fancy, I can get a melody in my head like then I write the song.
Okay.
Maybe me I won't live fancy, all the big mansions of my own. Then I put it into words. So the melodies is actually what comes into your head.
Okay.
And I'll be like,
Okay. Do I the done a foundation?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So the melodies is basically one I don't know about trim. The or pattern be
our trim. Then you create the melodies. And melodies now aside creating it in your head,
yeah.
The engineer has to also use that creative process to play
it
on a piano.
It sound like the thing in your head.
Exactly.
Oh. Okay, so I was listening to who was it? Is it Dr. Dre? And then he was talking about Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
And he was talking he was saying that what makes Kendrick Lamar different from other artists is he's involved with the creative process. Like studio crana on channel if you be a producer no or no. On any jina ho enjoy no bakada boni day.
Exactly.
For string and
exactly, bro.
Exactly. Onya individual vibe to nangasa the music
exactly. So every musician and I don't know, I can say music is also an aspect be a spiritual.
Okay.
Because we don't know how these melodies actually come inside your head. It say the America there Kendrick Lamar no studio melody ni benitima no say engineer no on boni day onye ni day at the end of the day no they make a very beautiful song and a great song. So music onye there or ya chinchina them in America no there tima hone kwadwen adibi no it should just flow naturally. It's either your mood or let's say whatever that you want to actually speak out to people.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically that's how music is.
So talking about the melody, no, it's in case when the artists be or her, they come into the limelight, or man or off. Is it that the baby and melodies cease to come? That's why they don't create or?
I would say no. I would say no. You see. If you have a hit song, how to sustain hit song, the next hit song, only the problem a lot of musicians face.
Yeah.
You can bring out a hit song in the year or hit your next song, it might not blow.
Yeah.
So there are a series of things that maybe you have a team or you have a group of people, you guys can put something together to actually make the second release actually make sense so that people will jump on. So it's basically the business aspect of music. Yeah, some people see it there be minya hit na ma atumada nti be am drop me second song na la obefa no maybe second song no onfa. It might be very good song too but onko. So it's the business aspect of music, and I think I would say it's Ghanaians we are getting there. In Kakankra, because most of them actually don't know about the business aspect of music. It can't kind of underground artists today. We don't learn anything. That's the truth. And now they release a song. That's what we know.
Okay, so from what you said, I have two questions for you. One is relating to the business aspect of the music. So I'll ask that one before I ask the following question. Now, first question here about where the record label plays in artist's life. And you know, sometimes you're an artist now, ashe, o career say, but sikan in your tell American Ghana they are brabon origin. A push you crown on push.
On push, bro.
Yeah, and then that's the reality of the system. And see, we have people that also know sebi be one say man we feel that okay, a artist never talent okay, much more in terms of finances. And these people sometimes they pitch these ideas to young and upcoming artists. Oh, Kofi, I see a future in what you are doing. But me who there, and here that me moi, but yen contracts. As I say, be about 3 years. Income about day, but at the end of the day, you realize there's always a split.
Exactly.
There's always a split. I don't know.
That's the word.
Yes, splits. Because and the word you hear is you have been ungrateful. It happened with Familia and the manager. The list is stole. Is it that the artists themselves are ungrateful, or it's an issue of me who they too much? I mean, me kind of plain. Me who they you are exploiting me too much for your own benefit. I mean, it's good to have your personal interest, because anyways carry shame, you expect to gain something but sometimes they overdo it to the extent that nimpan bon no alien too much. But if nimpa no react upon no be nimpa one, because the word they will throw at him is you have been ungrateful.
True.
But nimpa no ni more upon.
True.
As I say.
True.
So with regards to that, do you think being an upcoming artist and then facing the hardship in this country to actually promote your music, you advise people to go for a record label?
I would advise people to go for a record label when the deal is good.
When the deal is good.
When the deal is good. But in an aspect too, I wouldn't advise artists to actually also go in for a record label now. Because coming up, send them American first. You have to actually know the business.
Okay.
They read echo YouTube as there, okay, as an artist now. If I'm presenting myself and I'm pushing myself out there, no record label these are the terms and conditions record label. Because the record label is coming for you. Mind you, they are coming for you. On your own they choose one.
Okay.
The record label has actually have to see your works. No, I don't know. This artist has potential. Let me reach out to him. And it's a very good deal.
Okay.
That one a bit okay, I want to work for you maybe 1 year or 2 years. Maybe I make it 1 year is the best. Because 1 year it opens up a whole lot of things. Our artists in the boom, maybe your streams, the way you are pushing yourself out there. And a lot of record labels, they wouldn't even show the artists what they are getting.
They don't show you the income that is coming in.
Yes, that is where our artists, you don't have a lawyer. Because as an artist, you have to have a lawyer. And then maybe the agreement that you had with the record label, maybe it was verbal.
Okay.
No, yeah, and ye keke. Oh, may they amo. And also a jitum okay, yeah, may keke. So you should actually know the business. Although maybe the record label is also putting money into you. But at the end of the day, it's all about growing together.
Okay.
Yeah, growing together and evolving. Because say record label only cheat wow. At the end of the day, say 4 years or say 3 years. By the time you come out, now you don't have anything.
Yes.
As a musician. Maybe you don't have a YouTube account, because most of the record label they handle the artists, the YouTube account, Spotify, whatever streaming platforms in here. But you have to maybe have a deal with them that okay, maybe I want to do this, I want to handle this, or is it okay I do this? And if they agree to your terms and conditions, you are good to go.
Okay.
And you also benefit. They also benefit because when it comes to endorsement deals and a streaming and when it comes to other things like the record label also benefits more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it can be a win-win situation. But why is it not always win-win that somebody will feel like will be and and will believe and they will be or use scenario and will be ungrateful?
So I think the artists now like what per day will be record label they don't know the business.
Okay.
So when they actually get to know that, okay, this is what I can benefit, that's the time they realize that maybe the record label, no, maybe a
They are ripping them off.
nti adwene bada hwadam na okada oh si an menwe gbe ti record label no dey see also when you
gbe
yes
if mumu wise then say mumu be bad person.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, because
okay.
One more chance, no, because of them there you don't have any knowledge, so at that time it's very good for him. Nti ohu there now see no, hey, when we gbe see when we gbe no e wono na you start asking questions. No, but start there or then to here or then ba no record label. And I'll say other artists too are ungrateful in a way, because record labels, some of them spend money. Some of them spend money, and the book crap will be my artists. No, there. This is what you are getting.
Yeah.
But the artists will pay baby. Maybe another record label might come in there. Oh, Charlie, no more the may offer, which is better than maybe your current one. Yeah, and I feel like artists be now suppose will take advantage of that. Yeah, so it's a win-win situation.
Chawet now record label will approach you now. Okay, the Kofi ma help with your brand. Do you think that as you are sitting there right now, you would take the offer?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, definitely. I'll do that. And then I make a day. I don't have to chase the record label.
They have to come to you.
They have to come to me. They know there's something good in me. Until like I know they're okay. This is how the business works. This is how I have to also go into contract with you. They know them here. They know them here. Until the minimum now be more. I think if now opera accepts man, it's good.
No, yeah.
Then we work together.
Okay. So now moving away from the record label conversation, that you spoke about the fact that sometimes when you're an artist and you create a new beat the patapa, one corner. It was like almost the whole Africa. Everybody was dancing to the tune. We developed some funny dance to be proud for it. But the wave came and then it died. And now, no, he's been releasing music, but Nina and Dudama heights, you know. And that is only one case of the scenario. There are a lot of artists that will be seen will drop one music, Oji Dina, now I perform. So the American, the most difficult aspect of being a creative is living up to your own standard.
Exactly.
And that one also introduces another psychological problem, that's depression. It comes through the back door. When you are trying to live, but I'm trying my best, but I'm not able to live up to my own standard. In that regard, you as an artist, have you had a similar experience before? Now, in your bidda, how did you come out?
I think aside the music, every artist who has the personal lives, the ups and downs they go through. You get a hit song, but how to sustain it, it's another conversation. It's because most artists feel like, say, one blew up, the second one not dropping, or their offer.
Okay.
And that rush and that excitement, if they don't live to that expectation now, then depression will be inside, because you wonder how they might drop a hit song, now second one uncle. And a lot of artists face that. As I say, a lot of them face that. And I see, aside that, an American will be also on a personal life. Maybe they have a family that they have to take care of.
Yeah.
They have other things that they have planned in life to do in maybe some certain years to come or whatever. So it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Yeah.
Okay. So life of an artist in Ghana here, I think usually has a lifespan of over like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like you can have the limelight for over 10 years, and after 10 years, you say, we call for like info providing. So you see a lot of our old artists. We on term or catch a vibe, but no, if you know, I'm
sharp.
On pen handsome. On bet na hana, on coach and video and kind of party.
Oh,
no, we'll be film. A new one. So you as an artist, and you have the dream of actually reaching this height. Do you think do you have plans on, say, if you hit what is the plan for you in the future to sustain that kind of life and have a livelihood as a man that can possibly have a family? Say you want to have a family.
Yeah.
Yes, that can possibly have a family and to sustain your family.
Nice question. You know Olamide?
Yeah, I know.
You know he's an artist, right?
Of course.
But he manages artists, right?
Yeah.
So back to the same business. As an artist, when you have your hit song, when you are doing very well, and you start earning, everybody has a business venture or something that they would actually like to enter into. But me personally, maybe when I'm done with music and I have some capital, I would actually like to also bring underground artists also.
Like the way Olamide is doing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, because music is what I know and music is what I'm doing, and that's what I love. It's my passion. It's what drives me every day. So basically, that is me, the kind of mindset I have.
You have.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think that Olamide is putting a whole lot of artists on in Nigeria, and I feel he might never go broke.
Exactly.
Because they will always come and then remember him when they become, like, I think a whole lot are almost say big artists.
Yeah, bro.
So I think it's a right strategy that maybe they should implement. But you don't see that in Ghana. That is another conversation. That no, it's a big conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Where most of the big artists, like Sarkodie, for instance, went in for Strong Man,
Yeah.
and then Awao.
Yeah.
I'm only nanti about obi into me and nanti anche. At the end of the day, we even heard that strong man almost once man and now we see for near there. But we don't know. It's just an assumption.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. But when to me answer now, so when to me answer now, we assume we say yeah something went wrong. What is the issue with? Is it an issue of Ghanaian mindset whereby we do sroa, pese de biano, oyemi yesamasa? Because it cuts through a lot of on your music pay.
Yeah.
Bosu. Even if the person can sustain you, unsustain you, or better try say and you have to come to him. Is it an issue? Is it a Ghanaian issue? What is really happening in this situation?
I think it's a Ghanaian issue. I think it's a Ghanaian issue. Back to the same business aspect that I was saying. You know, Ghana had, the American there, oh, bossu. But the relationship for be plain.
Okay.
Maybe I'm doing music, be a music, alright. I have to give you the respect. They be a bossu. But it shouldn't go beyond that.
What do you mean by it shouldn't go beyond that?
So people have the expectation they be a more born into, you have to do more of the oh yeah. And I think it's a very it's not a very good
it's normal. It's very true. That I'm laughing because it's
I don't know, it's part of, should I say it's part of our culture or our upbringing or something. I'm not saying say disrespect anybody who actually maybe fits you, because the hand that fits you there, you can't bite it.
You can't bite it, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I feel like it should be transparent. As I said, it should be just transparent. It should just flow normal. Oh, Mubosu, yeah, I give you the respect, but it shouldn't be beyond that. Yeah, I feel like it shouldn't be beyond that.
Okay, so with that one said, you think it's a Ghanaian, mindset issue?
It's a Ghanaian mindset.
That means that we are never coming out of that particular.
Maybe unless change of government or something. I don't want to be political. Music
there, that place I beg you, make you no go there. Charlie, so the whole idea of doing music and starting to probably maybe break on education from home. How are your family taking it? Like Kofi, and you want to school? How would they call Mr. Sam? Evening classes. And then is Sam. Would Chieska ko school ko sian de nenya budachi papa. After they saw yes a bay and Charlie. Oh mama and papa, how are they taking this? How is the family taking this?
when I started this music thing, I think me papa no him.
Okay.
Me mama so no him. But already na me what I have to do.
Okay.
So the time that he will come to realize that I'm doing music, maybe he will go like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
So I had to prove him. So I didn't tell my father I was doing music low key. No call away. It wasn't easy. Charlie, school. He was someone who pushes you to school. Let's say music. What's the master now, Charlie? You can imagine.
Yeah.
So I was doing it. So I think we got nominated. Okay. Group na make a good group. We got nominated for Western Music Awards.
Okay.
And my father actually heard my song Gibia, like it blowed for my hood. Takradi. So Oti, no see, and you mean one boy. Let me see that Mara. So he was just looking at me, or show me ding or say be a sure not coming to Akwe. I sure them you mean one boy. So like he started hearing that jargon that they like there was a jargon in it. So people will see me and go like machine. So he was hearing that and the poya was say, hey, that shawa. Also so he started actually getting that vibe and also seeing that I'm getting nominations now. So he was like, oh, it's okay. But I have to also focus on dedication. It wasn't easy, but I was able to also complete uni, Takradi Technical University. Until after that, and I decided to actually do the music, and I decided that to work. So working and
balancing the whole
thing. Doing music, I think is a very good option. Yeah, so I don't have to just leave the work and just to focus on music because you don't know what might actually happen in the future.
Okay. So it means the support is there from your family.
Yeah, support is there.
Okay, so talking about maybe having a family that is supportive and being a young man that had to sneak to do your music until your father had something that's okay. Me sure they be a chance and a chance here and catch and
I tell you, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, you did well. Say your work sold you to him, so that's fine. So I believe you've had acquired an experience as an artist. Young artists be already CCR. What do you have to tell them in case they want to take music as a career or anything like that? What advice do you have for them?
Okay, my advice is, as a young artist, you have to be educative. You have to be informative. Like you have to actually do research and learn about music business first before actually venturing into the music. Because you don't want a situation whereby maybe you might have a one or twos with your record label or like you understand going to depression or whatever. So you have to learn the music very well and keep like your focus should be actually the thing that you are doing. You should push it very hard. You should be consistent with your content and just have the passion for whatever that you are doing. You should do it very well. That's what I'm saying. Just do it very well. Yeah.
Okay, so that's an advice from Kofi Chemist to all the young artists out there. If you have a dream, it's good to chase your dream.
Yeah.
But unfortunate thing is sometimes we live in a country that's chasing your dream unless you use jets, fighter jets. Because we used to car when you
I tell you, bro.
But anyway, regardless, we still keep pushing because you home it be more shares here from nothing, and they've risen to some height. So we believe that we can also push through. Kofi, before we go, we have a tradition, and these are cards. Then times
if come to Dana. Me 50 Ghana to the name.
It's a sound nana.
Yeah.
Or more memories.
Wala for sure.
If you come away. Kofi cards ever for corona.
Okay.
Right then.
Let me choose for my day.
Maybe ever find me.
Okay. Yeah, Papa no I say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If your life were a video game, which level would you be the most? Okay, if your life was a video game, which level would be the most difficult to get through?
Video game. Marubia.
Yeah.
I told you, bro. Bell level, bell 70. About the real, if my life was to be a video game, I think I would cross every level. Yeah, which obstacles that come, I'll just take it off of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this one, I think the question, what you said is right, but I think what they are trying to say is, if your life was a video game, okay, which level and a phase or abra boom they feel there or the most difficult phase? Every answer and every film.
I'll say level 2.
Level 2.
Yeah.
What happened in level 2?
So what happened is I didn't know anything about music business until I invested into music from studio recordings and I'm putting the music out there. I didn't see anything.
Okay.
There was no income coming
in.
I didn't know there, okay, maybe you have to get your own Spotify account or Apple account. Have to work on those things. So that level Charlie hit me. And like I went into a state of a little depression.
Okay.
Because I didn't know anything. I didn't know what to do at that moment. But when I started learning more, I passed that stage.
Okay.
So that was the most difficult.
That was the most difficult thing for you as an artist. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you feel that particular difficulty you went through, no,
shaped me to the Kofi Chemist.
That you know. Oh, okay. Okay. That's great. So Kofi, before we go, I would like you to drop your social media handles and.
Okay. Kofi Chemist on Twitter, at Kofi Chemist, Instagram, at Kofi Chemist, Facebook, at Kofi Chemist on all streaming platforms, and YouTube too at Kofi Chemist. So everywhere Kofi Chemist.
Okay, so that's our brother Kofi Chemist, and he came here to join us to have a wonderful conversation with us today in the studio of KDM. Charlie, we love doing this with you as always, and thank you for giving us your time and attention, and definitely, you'll be sure on the other side. However we meet, we will meet, and take care.